Hey everyone, and welcome back to Amaya 365. Today, I want to talk to you guys about transgender and gender non-conforming leaders, emperors, deities, and mythological figures in history. So let's jump right into it. So let's set the scene. Ancient Egypt, grand palaces, beautiful temples. It was often depicted men wearing wigs, and it was said that they would adorn their bodies with oils and perfumes, that they would shave off all the hair on their bodies, that they would wear makeup, cosmetic. Men in particular were also depicted with feminine features, as well as women being depicted in male duties and features. One in particular I want to talk about is the ancient Egyptian pharaoh Hatshepsut. And she ascended the throne of ancient Egypt, and it was said that she would wear a male pharaoh's clothing, as well as a false beard. And at the time, she had great success in building, and especially her mortuary temple Djeseru. And it's still a great accomplishment to this day. She had a successful military campaign for her time. She enhanced the Egyptian economy. And it was said that she had a great, strong religious connection. So it's definitely one of the greater gender non-conforming rulers at the time. The next person I want to talk to you about is the mythological deity Ishtar of ancient Mesopotamia. She's the goddess of war, sex, and love. And it was often said that she would change the sex of her male priests from male to female. And there was depictions of her priests being castrated. So that was definitely interesting. Next, I want to take you to ancient Assyria and talk about King Ashurbanipal, because it was said that King Ashurbanipal spent a lot of time in women's clothing and wigs. And ultimately, it led to him being overthrown due to his huge unpopularity with the people. One of the more interesting people that stood out to me when I was doing this research about trans people in history was a teenage ancient Roman emperor. Elagabalus was said to have shaved all of his body hair. He wore makeup. He wore wigs. He was said to often have prostituted himself from brothels within his own city. He was said to have married many women, but divorced them. He ultimately ended up marrying his male consort, Heracles. And it was said that he preferred to be called the wife or the mistress. One of the things I found most interesting about him was that he put out that he would give up half of his empire if a surgeon could provide him with female genitalia. Now, if that doesn't scream trans to you, I don't know what does. Pretty epic, right? All throughout history, it's been documented that they have had people who don't necessarily identify as male or female. In the 8th century Arabia, effeminate men, the Mukuhatan, were described as neither male or female, and it's still a very hush-hush thing, and this was before the rise of Islam. In India, for over 4,000 years, the Hijra were the third gender. They were recognized as the reincarnation of the Lord Krishna, Lord Vishnu, and Shakti. Another huge one today is the two spirits of the Native Americans. Two spirits were said to have been warriors, whether it's a female warrior who hunted and took on the male duties, or it was a male who took on the female duties, who also went hunting and gathering, but also took care of all the domestic things, cooking and gathering and taking care of the community. So it was very interesting doing this research to think about all the different cultures across the world celebrating and recognizing transgender people. And honestly, it wasn't until Christianity came around where there was that separation between male and female, where it was like the male gender roles were described as one way and the female gender roles were described as one way, and there was no meshing in between the two. So throughout history, we are shown that trans people and gender non-conforming people have always been there. We've always existed, and we continue and will thrive to exist in the future. So that's just a little bit of trans and gender non-conforming history I wanted to share with you guys, and I encourage you all to do some research, go out there, and if you find anything that I may have missed or overlooked, please do share with me, because it's definitely a passion of mine to learn more about myself and about the trans community, especially throughout history. So thanks guys for watching, and always till next time, stay safe, know that you're loved, and I will see you later. Bye.